Hi and welcome back. It's Milan again with the Tuning Into the One video series, and today we're going to talk about the first 5 dates. Now, if you remember in the last 3 videos, we covered the 30 most awesome dating questions that you can ask that'll help you to really explore that level of connection, compatibility, figure out if that chemistry is really something that'll explode wonderfully, and utilizing that effective communication throughout the whole process of the 30 questions of the first 5 dates. So what do we want to do in those first 5 dates? Where let's break them down a little bit. Dates 1 and 2 are really all about exploring and just getting to know each other a little bit. Dates 3 and 4 are where you really look to connect and explore compatibility at a deeper level. And date 5 is a point at which you want to start deciding, is this worth pursuing at a deeper level. Now, maybe it's going to go beyond 5 dates, but let's just talk about it as the first 5 dates. So dates 1 and 2, testing the waters, exploring each other a little bit, just getting to see how things are working. Dates 3 and 4 get a little bit deeper into connection and compatibility and find out just how strong that attraction is and whether exploding chemistry is the right next step. And date 5 is where you really dig deep and decide, is this something that I want to take to the next level? So when you're looking at that, dates 1 and 2, light, easy, warming up, establishing that connection, and starting to explore compatibility. Dates 3 and 4, building stronger connection and exploring deeper compatibility. And then by date 5, you should be understanding that exploding chemistry is best served up as dessert, and you want to decide, have you used those effective communication tools in the form of those 30 questions throughout dates 1 through 4? Now it's date 5. Now you want to dig deep and decide, after date 5 or after date 6 or after date 7, however long it takes you, but 5+ dates are where you want to start deciding, am I having a good time? Is this a really good experience and a really good connection? Have we got good compatibility? And am I ready to take that attraction and explode that chemistry at a deeper level? So now, what happens? Well, you can have those first 5 dates any place you want. Obviously, you can meet at a coffee house, movie date, dinner date, group activity like a party date, jazz club, dance club, musical performance, dinner party, backyard barbecue. First, is he Mr. Right now and you just want to hook up? Maybe it's a booty call, or is this Mr. Right and it's something that you want to go beyond the physical? So bed, bath, and beyond is a good rule. Bed, bath, and beyond. So bed and bath are kind of like, this is just a hookup, it's just a casual thing, we're not looking for anything deeper, and then the beyond part is we want something more. If it's just a hookup, then Mr. Right Now, you're not going to need a whole lot of tools, but you still want to have that connection and get that basic compatibility so you know who you're hooking up with. Dates 3 and 4 are where you're exploring that compatibility and that connection deeper and making sure that attraction and that chemistry is strong enough. And if it's Mr. Right, then you want to be able to ask yourself a couple of key questions. And what are those questions? Well, what now? Do we just keep dating? Do we start looking beyond to some of the next steps? That's the first question you want to ask yourself after dates 5, 6, 7, and 8. What does this mean? Do we want to talk about where things are at and where they're going? And then the key 3 questions that'll actually give you insights by getting feedback from the man you're out on a date with, or a woman. What do you think about us and where things are at? What do you feel about us and where things are at? And what do you see as a future for us together? And what might that look like? So 1 and 2 warm-ups, 3 and 4 deeper levels of connection, compatibility, and knowing that that chemistry is there. And then the 5 questions. What now? Do we just keep dating or start looking at something beyond the dating as steps? What does this mean? Do we want to talk about where things are at and where they're going? What do you think about us? What do you feel about us? And what do you see for our future together? And what might that look like? Once you've got those 5 core questions answered, then you know where to take things. So remember, 30 awesome dating questions for the first 5 dates and beyond. And then, again, what now? What does this mean? What do you think about us and where things are at? What do you feel about us and where things are at? And what do you see for our future together? And what might that look like? So, get out there, find and attract and build that connection and that compatibility and that chemistry. Whether you meet at the mall, the library, the supermarket, the gym, wherever you meet, know what you're looking for. Know how to ask those questions and get deeper so that you don't end up wasting your time. Because after 5 dates or so, if you don't have a good idea of the connection, the compatibility, and the chemistry, if it's just not there, then why would you keep going through it unless you're just interested in a hookup and a quick dance with no pants, that initial sweet place. If it's not that big and you're not into each other, then move on and say thank you. Until the next time, this is Milan wishing you the best success in dating and wanting relationship mastery, so when you do meet the one and you're tuned in, you know how to attract them in and build that lasting love. So until next time, bye for now.